Hello. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. And today we're going to be making this really beautiful macrame mandala. So what will you need? We're going to need a 10-inch circle, a metal circle. I got this back in the day from Michael's. I'm using the 4mm macrame cotton cord from my store. We're going to need a pair of scissors and we're going to need a measuring tape. And now that you have everything that you need, this is the pattern that we're going to be following for this tutorial. These are the lengths of the cords. Please note that this is the full cord length and not when the length is folded in two. As you can see, there is variation of lengths, and this will help you save lots of cord at the end when you're done with your mandala. I left the measurements on the top, and now we're going to take a 19-inch cord. We're gonna fold it into two, both sides the same length. Then we're gonna tie a lark's head knot to attach the cord to the metal circle. After that, we're gonna take two 26-inch cords, tie them on both sides of the first cord. As usual, they're folded into two, and we're using the lark's head knot to attach them to the circle. We'll keep following the measurements at the top to attach the cords to the circle. Please note that the sequence will not change, so always after 19 is going to come 26, then 32, then 32, then 26, then 19. So what you can do is cut your cords at the same time, then attach them to the circle at the same time as well. I will not be attaching them at the same time just because it looks too crowded when I show you guys, the knots that we need to be tying later on. So I'm only taking a section and then doing it section by section basically. When you're done with this section, your cords at the bottom should look something like this. As you can see, it's not even at all, but it has like a kind of triangular shape. I divided my cords like so it's easier for you guys to see the pattern. And now we're going to be tying a square knot. Now we're done with the first square knot, we're going to tie another square knot. Now we're going to take the cords in the middle and tie a joint square knot. This will give us a kind of triangular shape. And now we're going to do the same thing with the other side as well. So now we have two triangles, and then we have our 19 inches from the two sides and in the middle. Now we're going to take one side from the 19 inches cord, and then we're going to use it as a filler for the double half hitch knots we're going to be creating right now. So this one is going to be the filler, and then we're going to take the first cord, create a double half hitch knot, and basically we're going to keep going until we create 4 double half hitch knots. So this one is the second one, the third one, and then the fourth one. And then we're going to do the same from the other side. Please note, the 19-inch cord is a shared kind of cord, so we can only use one side of it per triangle, basically. So we're going to take the one side, use it as a filler cord, tie one double half hitch knot until we reach 4 double half hitch knots. Now, as you can see, we have a more defined triangle, and we're gonna do just the same with the second triangle. Now we're gonna take the cord that we used to create the first double half hitch knot and use it as a filler cord. And then we're gonna do another line of double half hitch knots. And this time too, we're gonna do 4 double half hitch knots. So this one is the first one. Second one. Third one. And the fourth one. Now do the same from the other side. And now we're gonna tie both filler cords together. Now we'll do the same for the other triangle. Now we're gonna take the 4 cords in the middle of the 2 triangles, or in between the 2 triangles, and create a square knot. Then we're gonna take the 3rd cord and use it as a filler cord and tie 2 double half hitch knots. So 1 and then 2, and then do the same from the other side. So 1 and then 2. And then tie both filler cords together. Now that we've done that, this is the pattern that we're going to be repeating all over the circle. And now what I did next was take the measurement sheet I have, place it at the 19 inches mark, and then now I'm going to be trying to fill out and attach the cords to create my third triangle. But as I said earlier, if you cut your cord at once and then attach them to the circle at once, that will save you a little bit more time than if you do it the way I'm doing it now. I just wanted to show you how I proceeded from here and how you can too if you choose to do it the same way I'm doing it now. Here is how it looks now with the 3 triangles in full. The circle needs to have 16 triangles of these. So I'm going to be finishing up these and then show you the full look of the mandala. Now that we are done tying the knots, this is what the mandala looks like. I really love this pattern and I hope you guys too. Now we're going to be straightening our cords to be able to cut the fringe and give the final look to this mandala. What I do is basically try to straighten the cords up and then tie any knots that are not very well tied. Then I'm going to take my measuring tape. You can choose basically the length of the fringe you want to have on this mandala. I honestly chose 1.5 inches, but I wish I did maybe 2.5 inches because the fringe kind of was too short for my liking. However, you can choose, you basically have 4 inches of cords that you can choose the length from. So here I cut it at 1.5 inches and I'm going to be roughly cutting all the cords the same way and then give them the final look once I brush them out. And now I'm going to proceed by brushing out the fringe. And as you can see, it brushes out fairly easily and it looks fluffy and nice. The final step is giving a final trim to the fringe, making everything even and neat and nice. And then, ta-da! I'm so excited about how this mandala looks. I love the pattern. I love how it displays. I hope you guys get to try it and share with me how you like it.